Breaking news out of the Miami Heat. Our Charania reporting that Jimmy Butler is on his way to the Golden State Warriors. The deal includes sending Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first-round pick, all to the Miami Heat. Udonis Haslem, you're a resident member of the Miami Heat. What do you think of this trade?
I love athletic wing to put next to Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. Somebody can guard, do it on both ends of the basketball court. We love Swiss Army knife guys. And then we get those guys to play with Bam. And Wiggins has been there. He's been a champion. He understands what it's about. And I also got to give some credit to the veteran, Kyle Anderson. We need a vet in that locker room, some leadership.
You talked about the Miami Heat side. I want to talk about the Golden State Warriors side. If you think about what the words have been coming out of Golden State, it's been about maximizing Steph Curry's prime. This is a first step that you can see, getting Jimmy Butler. It comes down to two things for me. Clutch time. The Golden State Warriors have played the second most clutch time games. They're only 16-14. If he can win you some games, meaning you're playing games where it's decided by a few points, that's going to help. Secondly, it's touch time. This season, Jimmy Butler is averaging his lowest amount of touches, which means he's capable of playing off ball. So that's what you're betting on if you're Golden State.
Let's just take a step back here. The Golden State Utah Jazz and our own Young Masuk reporting again, reacting in real time to this, that reporters were in the locker room for their standard pregame locker room availability when Steve Kerr, Steph Curry, and the players who were on the court warming up all were called into the locker room. Reporters were asked to leave, and you have to assume that that's when these sorts of conversations started to happen. Again, the news is the Miami Heat are finalizing a deal to send Jimmy Butler to the Golden State Warriors. I want to bring in the man who broke this news, Shams Charania. Shams, how did this deal come together?
So throughout the last week, the Warriors had really focused their attention on Kevin Durant, but Kevin Durant had indicated in league circles that he had no desire to go to Golden State and reunite with the Warriors. So today, in quick order, the Warriors and the Miami Heat, this is an agreement in principle. They are acquiring Jimmy Butler in a trade. Andrew Wiggins, Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, and a protected first-round pick going to Miami. So after a almost 2-month-long saga between the Heat and Jimmy Butler, he is now out. He's going to a Western Conference home, a hopeful contender. He's going to join Stephen Curry, Draymond Green. They've been looking all year for a star player to join those two in that Warriors rotation and lineup. They have aspirations for a championship. They want Jimmy Butler, playoff Jimmy, to be a big part of it.
Playoff Jimmy is on his way to the Golden State Warriors. Shams, thank you very much. As we bring it back here inside our studios, Chiney, do you think that this move gets Golden State closer, given everything that they had to give up?
They're inching closer, but one name that we have yet to mention is Jonathan Kuminga. They have been able to retain him based off of the news. He was not in the deal, which means he was someone that they valued as a future also development, you know, when you think about the Golden State Warriors. So
they still have an opportunity to go get a guy like Vucevic or go get a guy like Bobby Portis. So they still might not be done yet. I think this definitely moves them closer. I know what Jimmy is firsthand, playoff Jimmy. I know what he brings. He's definitely going to take some stress off Steph in the half court.